Hello, we're here today to talk to Gareth Powell, who's a videographer, and he's going to tell us a little bit about his business.
Thank you, Linda. Thank you for inviting me to the channel. Basically, I started Play Mountain social video marketing 6 years ago. It was I've always been in TV, film, broadcast, and then into corporate industries in some way or form. I studied film and television, and I've always been interested in it. I was 8 years old when I was in Spain, and Spielberg was shooting Indiana Jones.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah. And I just absolutely fell in love with all that sort of industry, and I saw the film sets, and I just it was just, as a kid, it was amazing. Yeah, there was Sean Connery, Harrison Ford, and Spielberg, and Spielberg, all the films, from E.T. to to everything that he's ever done.
Experiences,
Yeah, and so when I was at school, I learnt German, and the whole premise of my company name, actually, Spiel, it means play, and Berg means mountain. So my company is a bit of a dedication to.
Oh, lovely.
So it means Play Mountain. So Spielberg is Play Mountain. So look, when I was learning German, I went, oh, Spielberg means Play Mountain. It's always been there in my brain. So I just thought,
it's a good name.
I'll call my company Play Mountain, because people go, how did you get your name? So I mean Spielberg. So yeah, 6 years ago, I was just sort of, like everyone else, just getting despondent with working for other people and made redundant all the time, or because I was more in a corporate side of things then, and then I got to a stage where I just thought, I went to a networking meeting, not really what I was working for actually another company, and this was before I got made redundant, and they said, why don't you do it yourself? And I implemented that obstacle, going, I can't do it myself, I cannot do it myself. And they said, why can't you do it yourself? Of course you can do it yourself. And they were like, yes, you can. So I was like, and then more thought about it, I could. And then, as luck had it, or I was made redundant. And so then I had no choice but to do it myself.
No, but it didn't feel like luck at the time.
Yeah, no.
So no. When you look back on it,
Well, no, it was so. It was a breath of fresh air in the end, looking back, because it gave me impetus to go out there and actually do it, because with a young family as well. You had no option, and then, but because I'd already known people in my industry, I didn't know, I knew what I knew.
Yes.
But I didn't know about business. I didn't know about sort of going
so you
out.
had to go learn really about that, and what people needed of videography in their businesses, I guess, because it's must be different from films. I mean, that's
it's massive different. But even 6 years ago, people. It was trying to flog a dead horse. It was like people were like, I don't need video. Marketing's always an expense, or and people saw it as even 6 years ago, still a bit of a luxury.
Changed a lot now, though.
The beauty of social media platforms, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all these platforms are just, even LinkedIn. LinkedIn of now.
So you're making videos now then for quite small business people?
Small to medium, yeah. There's a variety, and again, it's still different what people want. There's a lot of sort of small marketing videos for events, or for products and services. I've got like website packages, so people can have video across their websites, from a welcome video down to, we do days where you can have like lots of content shot in one day, so therefore you get maximum output. You get your real money's worth, so you can populate your website and social media with one day's worth of content being filmed. Plus we've got auto cues and all that to make the experience easier, because a lot of people don't like being on camera. That's the major hurdle you've got to get over.
Absolutely.
And then the types of videos now, I've done recently, I've for a big timber yard, they had a whole new financial and chief officer, CEO, new financial officer, whole new boardroom.
Yeah,
And what they
absolutely.
wanted was they had a big event of you know, so they had videos created for that with people talking about what's happening. So it could be so diverse from a
Yeah.
Facebook video to a big internal type
Yeah,
video.
absolutely.
And that's over years, you know, picking up bigger clients. But I'm
Yes.
not losing the smaller clients because there's lots of work there as well. So
Okay.
it's a balance between, you know, the thing is with the
True.
bigger companies. So even like your big banks and they've all got internal.
Yeah, I bet.
Film
Yeah,
school,
they'll have
you
them
know.
on board. Yeah, different.
It's changed. So when I first
Yeah.
started 6 years ago, you know, Deutsche Bank were paying 50 grand a day for
Right.
for video production. They now have got internal, you know, media departments.
So if somebody's interested in your services, Gareth, where are they going to find you?
Well, they can find me across all different platforms. LinkedIn is for me because I do a lot of B2B, business to business.
So you're there as Gareth Powell.
There's Gareth Powell.
Yeah.
Everywhere else it's Play Mountain. So even
That's
though
your
I
website as well.
Gareth J Powell is the best one to search for me because for some reason there's lots of Gareth Powells out there.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I use, but that's also quite a little funny story. When I went to university, there was a Gareth T.W. Powell, and I was Gareth J Powell. So believe it or not, we were both in the same class together, and
Right.
so we used our middle initials as
Yeah.
for marking and stuff
Yeah.
like that, because otherwise they'd get confused who we were.
Yeah.
So I've always kept on using the Gareth J Powell.
Yeah.
So across my Facebook, across everything.
So that's what people need to Google if they want
Gareth
to find
J.
you.
Powell,
And
yeah.
you work across Kent. Do you go beyond that?
Kent, yeah. Well, even when I was in the corporate and film and TV industries, I've worked all over the world. So if anyone wants me to go abroad, then that's fine.
Okay.
I've done it millions of times, or you know, across UK. Yeah, not just limited to Kent, but a lot of my business is Kent and London. So going to London frequently. I thought I'd stop that when I started in Kent,
Yeah.
but yeah, still getting the train now and again
Yeah.
up there. But it's
Yeah.
good. I enjoy it. So yeah, so wherever.
Okay.
But mainly a lot of my business is in Kent. A lot of the networking I do is Kent-based businesses. So
Brilliant.
brilliant.
Thank you so much for talking to us today.
Thank you, Linda. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you. Is that all right?